All right, hey everybody, Jason here from Samco Workshop. Today we're talking about a little bit of truck news that we got on here, and noticing a lot of cars on in trucks on dealership lots here. When you take a look, you can check this out. This is what we call this is the daily inventory for vehicles. Okay, so you can go and you can look this up. As of October 2nd, they're always about a month behind. October 2nd, you're looking at 2.21 million vehicles, 60-day supply, average list. But what's interesting about this is you can use this information for your purchasing power of when you're going to buy a new vehicle. You can see the September's day of supply of inventory by brand. So what this is the how many vehicles each of these companies have on the lots, meaning that if they stop producing vehicles right now, how many days they would have before they sold out of every vehicle they have out there, if they stop making some. And you can see on here, Honda and Toyota always play these games. They always run really low numbers and make really low amounts. That's why Toyota dealers never and Honda dealers never have anything on their lots. They do this crap all the time. It's kind of their method for how they go about doing things. You got to order things through allocation. I'm going to do a whole video on that on how you buy a Toyota today because you can't actually even order them. It's all allocation based. It's kind of a joke system, but it works for them and they like it. But you can see here as you climb through, depending on what vehicles you're looking for, which ones have a higher amount of days worth of inventory. You can see here, like Ford here is up pretty high at 88 days of inventory, which is also why Ford is offering massive discounts on their trucks right now. Massive discounts. Same with Jeep with like the Gladiator and stuff like that, but in Jeep Wranglers, they're offering massive discounts because they have a 103 day supply. Same with Ram and the Ram pickups, 108-day supply. So they also play these, so this lets you see what it's worth. Chevy's doing really good at 57 days, and means that you're going to probably have a good option to be able to get some of those little better deal, and you might even be able to get a GMC version of what you're looking for a little better price than you can a Chevy version. So you get the upgrade to the GMC, and that price might be a little more flexible on them because of that days of supply. So this is something that is worth watching and knowing what these are. It's very hard to find this info on specific vehicles, things like that. There are ways you can, but in a nutshell, this just kind of gives you an idea of what's out there and what's going to be more negotiable on prices. Okay, these vary all the time; they change. In the beauty of like Ram and Ford is they make higher numbers of vehicles, so they keep that inventory up, which means they offer better rebates and they offer better deals more often. Same with Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, Ford, and any of that kind of stuff. So they do that. Where Toyota, everybody's like, well, Toyota never fluctuates on their price. No, because they barely make any vehicles. They make them almost like a supply or a demand for the person right there. They make you buy them through allocation now. It's a whole different world. But this just kind of gives you that idea. You can find these if you just if you're searching for on Cox Automotive, you go on there and you look for day supply, you can keep an update of this and see. So when you're trying to plan your next vehicle purchase, this might steer you in the right direction. Other news here too, Ford at the SEMA show released these ORV packages for their Ranger and for their Bronco, and they're pretty cool, but they're lacking still in some sort. You gotta these are neat packages. There's no doubt about it. It would have been nice for them to offer a front locker as part of these packages, but on this Ranger, because without the front locker, I'm not buying it. And they don't have it as an option. But for those that aren't that concerned about a front locker, if you buy the vehicle like an FX4 or something like that, or the Sport with the rear locker on it, these make a nice addition, these packages. I have not found any pricing yet on them, but you're going to get some of these extras. So like if you look at this Ranger here, you're getting it's a joint collab basically with AEV, I believe it is, or ARB. So you're getting hang on, sorry, hold on. You're getting ARB front and rear bumpers on here. You're getting the ARB suspension lift. You're getting additional recovery points. You're getting an onboard air compressor and some Solus lights on here. Here's basically the look of it. So it's nice. You're getting a little upgrade You're getting a little upgrade in robustness and beef for the off-road use in a package straight from Ford. That's kind of cool. And Bronco's doing the same exact kind of thing here too. You can see with the Bronco, they lean a bit more towards performance. The package, the ORV package, includes a 2-inch lift from Bilstein suspension, upgrade 17-inch wheels. Ford says the Bronco package includes a unique software calibration for the 2.3. That's kind of cool. Maybe they ought to carry that stuff over to the Ranger, too, the lift and all that stuff. Ford didn't say on if it's giving you any more power or anything. Includes Borla catback exhaust, and it's possible some tuning requirements. Additional accessories here. You're getting an ARB jack and mount under the hood air compressor. And you're getting the lift. So you're getting a few things on here too like this, which is kind of nice. So these are some cool packages, off-road vehicle packages that Ford is offering now on the Bronco and a Ranger. Information will be here to come pretty soon. These were just announced at SEMA, but it's a nice option. You can even get a built-in fridge for this from ARB too. So those are kind of nice features. I'm excited that they're kind of going that route a little bit. Like I said, front locker on this truck would sure make things a lot nicer. The Raptors got it. Why don't they give us an option, a version of this truck in a Tremor package with even with the Torsen, front lockers, I'd be real happy with. As far as other news on the, we do know for sure now that the Ineos, the Grenadier Quartermaster pickup truck is coming to the U.S. It's going to be here. We don't know yet because they got to fight as far as what the taxes will be and stuff. So we don't know the exact price because it's not made here. It's an import. But figure somewhere in that 80 grand mark, I'm guessing, is what it's kind of looking like, somewhere to 70 to 80,000 bucks. That's kind of the prices you're paying here for in the U.S. for their SUV version. So I would figure that truck's going to fall somewhere right in that general ballpark, give or take a little bit, but looks like it's going to be here. And if you read down further, it looks like they are going to start working on a hydrogen-powered version and a electric version coming up here in the next few years as well too. Says right here, company talked a full electric 4x4 Grenadier SUV to arrive in showrooms in 2026. So with a 250-mile range and a battery tray underneath. So interesting concept, but we'll have to see what happens there. But those of you that were real interested in this vehicle, the SUVs are here now. And the Quartermaster pickup truck is en route and with plans of being here real soon. So that's there. And then the big news is the Toyota financial arm fine, $60 million by the Consumer Watchdog Group for loan scams. And it's legit because they paid it. Toyota paid this. They weren't just fined. They actually paid it. They paid $48 million to consumers and $12 million in gratuity for this, but I'll break it down a little bit for you. But in a nutshell, they were scamming people. Okay, Toyota scamming their customers. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau fined Toyota USA-based financing firm $60 million for illegal lending practices. Toyota Motor Credit Corp made it difficult for consumers to cancel add-on products that cost an average of $700 to $2,500 per loan. Firm also violated the Fair Credit Reporting Act by failing to correct inaccurate information given to credit reporting agencies. So what they did here is basically, in a nutshell, and you're welcome to go look this stuff up. You can read it here if you want to. But so what Toyota did is they are, every time you go buy a vehicle, they got the F&I department. Okay, your finance manager. You're going to go in there. See, buying a car is a process of them doing everything they can to penetrate you any way they can. Literally, that's the word they use, to try and get as much money as they can out of you. Okay, so yeah, you buy a car, it's going to cost you $600 a month, but if they can get another $140 a month out of you in F&I stuff like this, then it's even better. So they try to sell you the extended warranty. Some try to sell you gap insurance, tire protection, paint protection, preventative care, all these kind of things they do. These are all F&I products that they sell and create. Well, what Toyota did is made it where it was near impossible for people that they force these on to be able to go and cancel them later. Okay, and it was so bad that they actually got sued for this by trying to do it. So the company admitted wrongdoing, admitted no wrongdoing, but agreed to the term of the consent order with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to fulfill our commitment and continue providing even better service to our customers. We call that lip service. But what they did here, between 2016 and 21, more than 118,000 consumers called to cancel add-on services that were directed to a retention hotline, where after efforts to dissuade cancellations, customers were told that only written requests could be honored. They did everything they could to make it where it was impossible for you to cancel this stuff. Okay, guaranteed assessment protection, gap assurance, credit life, accidental health. It goes on and on. But all this stuff that they forced you to get, they and you told you could cancel later. They were making it where you could not cancel it. They wouldn't let you cancel it. So that was a big problem for them, and they had to pay $48 million. And another part of their thing, I don't see it on here. Where I read in a different article right here. Toyota's lending arm illegally withheld refunds, made borrowers run through obstacles to cancel unwanted services. But here's the one, ready? And tarnished their credit reports. Okay. They would claim that people that had good standing finances with them were no longer in good standing. I don't know what kind of, if they get any late fees or anything like that on there, but they were doing this. And then give burdens given the growing burden. Where did they see that on here? Hang on one second. On the country. Where is? But they were also somewhere, I found on it, like I said, another one, but Toyota was forced to, in this part of this deal, they were basically told that they cannot offer any employee incentives for selling these things. Okay, that's a complete joke because of the fact that that's how every single dealership works. That's how the finance manager makes all his money. So, like, if you buy a $3,000 extended warranty, the finance manager gets a minimum of 10% of that. Okay, most dealers, it's going to be a minimum of 10, and if he sells more, he gets 12, 15, but he's going to get about 10%. So he's going to make $300 off of every one of those he sells you as a commission in his pocket. Okay, these guys make a ton of money. Dealerships do this crap all the time. It's a complete scam how they work with all of this, and well, Toyota just got hit real hard for it. And like I said, this lending arm was actually making extra money on the backside, claiming that people weren't paying their payments on time when they were, or weren't correcting this stuff. So Toyota, they broke down on them, and $48 million to customers and $12 million in civil money penalty to give to the Victims Relief Fund because they screwed over all of these people. Toyota's not the only one that does stuff like this. Every single manufacturer dealership, it's all about the money. They all play a lot of stupid games and do stupid stuff, but Toyota got caught for it. So they admitted no wrongdoing. Well, you did admit wrongdoing because you paid $60 million. And these bean counters and these people look at it and go, well, you know what, we'll do it till we get caught. And so they're like, okay, well, we had to pay $60 million, but we made $180 million off doing this, so it was worth it. That's the way they play these games, and that's how they think about it. And it's they look at it as, well, it's only another $150 per person. They can tolerate that. That's the games that are played out there all the time. Well, Toyota got dinged hard for it and got nailed for it. The firm was also found to have violated the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which protects information providers or provided on consumer reports by failing to promptly correct inaccurate information it gave. Okay, see this right here? Failure to promptly correct inaccurate information it gave to reporting agencies about delinquent returns of leased vehicles according to the order. They purposely withheld information to make money from it at the expense of the consumer. Okay, that's pretty bad. address some of these concerns cited by the Bureau. Will continue to enhance our practices to deliver the best possible customer experience. It's all BS. It's complete BS. They would do this time and time again, as everybody else would. Every automotive manufacturer company out there is shady and will do everything they can to steal your money any possible way they can. Toyota just got busted for it. So, but that gives you kind of our news for the day. Just a little highlight here and there. I'll do these every once in a while, give you a little update on what's going on out there in the world as far as that stuff. The other last thing I want to mention on here was the Ram Rampage. 2024 Rampage is out. Looks like it's going to be here in 2025. They're going to have 3 different versions of trim levels of this. They're thinking you're going to have the Rebel, the Laramie, and the RT, at least what we're thinking. Like I said, it's speculated to be released in 24. Right here, the U.S. variant of the Rampage. As an all-new pickup. This is basically very similar to the Maverick and the Santa Cruz. Toyota's got the Stout coming out, and we expect it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the Maverick, but I mean, there's a lot of truck to this. This has got a lot of potential to this thing if you've been following it. It's out there. It's coming. It's got a lot of potential. And it's just going to fit that here. You can see currently sold in Brazil, strong indicator that the U.S. one could share the 268 power turbocharged 2-liter from the Hornet. And I'll bet it's going to also it'll be available in a 2-wheel drive, a 4-wheel drive. You're going to have a couple motor options. So we know this thing's coming, but as of right now, it's pretty much confirmed and guaranteed that this little Ram 1000, they call it, or the Rampage, is going to end up here as a 2025 model next year. So there you go, little tidbits of automotive news for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for sticking around and listening.